Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today guys, updates for you on absolutely everything. Remember to stay tuned here on the channel for all the very latest because the market is entering into its final stages. Imagine it's going to be less than 3 weeks to the end of the summer transfer window, so it's going to be completely crazy busy. It's going to be completely crazy and full of news in the next days. So guys, let's talk about several topics today. Remember to be part of the family, subscribe, comment. We are here every single day, and I want to start today by updating you guys on Cuti Romero, one of the most wanted news here on the channel over the recent weeks because we had plenty of stories. Let's recap a little bit the situation of Cuti Romero. On one side, the first club to try get Cuti Romero this summer was Inter. Inter had a verbal agreement in place with Tottenham Hotspur at 40 million euros package, but then didn't close the deal because Inter were not able to sell Benjamin Pavard. For Inter was Pavard out, Cuti Romero in, but Pavard is still at the club. And so this is why Inter had issues. Then rumors on Arsenal. I told you guys, the problem here is between Tottenham and Arsenal. Is a direct rivalry, and so Tottenham, according to my information, have absolutely zero intention to sell the player to Arsenal. Tottenham sources say that this deal for the club, for the ownership, for the management cannot go through. So for Tottenham, it's not possible to proceed on this one. Then, important to mention, Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid have been favorites for more than 1 week on this deal for Cuti Romero. Atletico are now preparing a new official bid to send to Tottenham to try close the deal. The first bid was 30 million euros plus 5 in advance, rejected. Atletico are returning to the table with a new bid, and then they hope to close the deal for Cuti Romero. They sent a contract proposal to Cuti, who gave the green light to the move. Now it's time for a financial agreement, length of the contract, salary and all the rest, but deal absolutely on track for Cuti Romero. On Barcelona, guys, what I can tell you tonight, my understanding is that Barcelona are not going for Romero as of today. Then, if tomorrow changes, I will let you know. But Barcelona say no to the Cuti Romero deal. This is a club decision together with Hansi Flick. Altogether decided not to proceed. Again, today, in the market, guys, anything can happen. So, should this change, I will let you know. But as of today, Barcelona are not going for Cuti Romero. Tottenham defenders, Mickey van de Ven signs a new contract at the club today. So an important one for Mickey, signing a new deal for 5 years at Tottenham Hotspur. More updates to give you on the 2 big stories of the summer in this moment. Rodri and Ferran Torres. For Ferran Torres, today the official negotiations entering into the final stages between Paris Saint-Germain and Barcelona. 50 million euros bid from Paris Saint-Germain, the first one around lunchtime. Barcelona asked for something more. The deal will be closed in the next hours, days, is really imminent, will be very soon, for a transfer fee around 50-55 million euros. This is going to be the value of the package and also included. But the deal is about to be closed. So Ferran Torres is expected to join Paris Saint-Germain from Barcelona. The player has an agreement with PSG, so we just wait for the final steps between PSG and Barcelona with Deco and Luis Campos working on it. And then the same feeling remains also for Rodri to Barcelona from Manchester City, because today new contacts took place between Barcelona and Man City. I told you several times, if you are a friend of the channel, you know very well now that this deal is in a very good relationship between the two clubs, and so it's a direct conversation. For sure the deal is going to be more than 60 million euros, there is no doubt. Man City were never going to accept 45, 50, 55, so it has to be more than 60, and the negotiation is moving, is advancing very well, all parties are confident, and the expectation is for Ferran Torres to join PSG and Rodri to join Barcelona. Absolutely, this is the direction of travel for these 2 deals. Then, important to mention, more stories coming on strikers. On strikers, I want to tell you guys. First of all, Real Madrid decision on Endrick. What happened over the weekend is that Endrick was having some conversation with his agents to assess the situation. Diomande joining Real Madrid, Carlos SP joining Real Madrid, Vinicius Jr. staying with a new contract. So how is the situation? How much can I play? There was a conversation, Endrick agents. But I can guarantee to you that since the new season started, Endrick arrived at Real Madrid by telling everyone, I want to stay here. I want to fight for my place. I'm not scared. There is competition. I'm not scared. Let me play. Let me give you the opportunity, and I will do my best for Real Madrid. So Endrick is staying at Real Madrid. It's a player decision together with the club. Because tonight, Real Madrid informed the agency of Endrick, Rock Nation, about the desire to continue with the Brazilian striker. Real Madrid, the directors, the management, and the coach, Jose Mourinho, all together decide for Endrick to stay, to continue at the club. And so Endrick is going nowhere. Endrick is staying at Real Madrid, and that's an important news because there were some clubs interested. Roma, Aston Villa, trying to understand if they can enter the deal, if they can get Endrick. The answer is no, because Endrick is staying at Real Madrid. More on strikers. Decision imminent by Dusan Vlahovic on Besiktas. So Dusan will communicate to Besiktas very soon what he wants to do, whether he wants to accept their proposal or not. Remember that Vlahovic is available as a free agent on the market. And then Romelu Lukaku close to joining Fenerbahce. It's not a done deal yet while I'm speaking with you, but Fenerbahce have improved their bid to Napoli, more than 6 million euros for the transfer fee. Fenerbahce have an agreement in principle with Romelu Lukaku on the contract, so the deal is really close. The final approval is needed now from Fenerbahce, so Fener has to communicate to Napoli and to Lukaku, okay, we move forward, we close the deal, let's plan for the medical, let's plan for all the rest. So let's wait for these steps in order to see Romelu Lukaku joining Fenerbahce, but obviously this is absolutely the direction. And then, just to mention something, guys, as I'm receiving many questions on this topic, Manchester United. What are Manchester United doing? It's important to mention, it's absolutely important to mention, that Manchester United are still on the market. I know many fans ask what's going on at United, why United are not signing player, what's the situation? Man United are still in the market. Man United are focusing their efforts on the left wing back position. Luis Hall at the moment looks not possible because there is no intention from Newcastle to sell the player. Man United are considering more options, even young players. So as an investment, still important players, not unknown players of course, but also young players who can be part of the squad. So there will be a conversation about this. Then, some names are being offered to Manchester United. For example, Jorge Salinas was also linked with Spanish clubs, Atletico Madrid, also with Barcelona, is one of the players being offered to Manchester United. Is not the only one, because Man United keep looking also at different markets, not only the English and the Spanish one, also more markets. So Man United are watching for some opportunities, but for sure they remain in the market, especially for that position, waiting to understand what's going to happen. Also for the midfielder. On this and much more, guys, we will stay tuned here on the channel as every single day. Remember to like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you soon, here every single day, with your opinions on Rodri, on Ferran Torres, on Vlahovic, and on all the rest I'm telling you. So let me know your opinion in comments, and I will see you soon, here as every single day. Thank you, guys.